And then I also had a party of 3 doing the Chroma Fusion test panel. And so I started out with, I had just, you know, basically left my palette the way I designed it just after Beach Retreat. I figured, I actually had the dark contour down here before that, because I figured, you know, if I'm going to be showing this, I need the dark contour, the light contour, I need some warm blushes, some cool blushes, I need my warm mattes, my warm shimmers, and then like my cool colors down here, the purples and the blacks and silver. So basically your most basic colors that everybody's gonna love, so that way I can just work from one palette. And then what I found, oh, and then the other ones, I just took out all my other old colors and then I put in, you know, the leftovers, there's dark colors right there in here, so that way everybody could see the colors. So one thing that I found when I was working with my ladies, and I had that little book of brows, we have like a little key ring and it has all the looks, the 10 looks listed on there. You know, one person's looking at the colors and where to put them, the paint by number, and then the other person needs it and the other person needs it. We kept flipping through that stack, the little key ring, and I was like, this is not efficient. Thankfully, they were my family and they, you know, were having a great time. I had one who's like a makeup artist, one who's never applied eyeshadow in her life, and one who was like okay at it. So we had 3 different levels going on at one time. So the girl who knew how to do makeup, I just left her alone. I didn't even tell her what to do, just let her have it. And then, you know, worked real hands-on, did one eye for the girl who'd never done eyeshadow before, and she did the other, and then just kind of talked through the other one. So that's when I decided, okay, some really awesome person decided to take these sheets, and then she put the look that it matched right there. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so smart. So I have all 10 of these images. Well then, because I had that issue last night, I was like, I need the colors listed on the picture. And so when we go to your training tools that are online, I just screenshotted the little book of brows. I took that, and so I saved that as an image. This is an image, and I just went on Pic Collage and cropped out the colors and stuck it on there. So then I'll work on doing the rest of them. I'm probably going to get these printed at Office Depot because my printer doesn't have the best quality, and I want these to look like the right color and it to look really sharp, so that way when we laminate it, it'll be beautiful. So that way whoever's using this color, I just give them their laminated card and they can look at it and go to town, and it's super easy. If you, maybe you're just showing a particular look, you're not going crazy and doing whatever people want like I do, get a cute stand and like put it up there, one of the clear stands, or get like a plate stand, so that way like this is our featured look for the day and it looks really sharp and professional and super easy. Okay, I don't think those images are on the huge Chroma Fusion file, so I'll have to send those through. I'm going to give you the colors that are going to be on the color card samples that are going to be available on November 15th. So get ready to write. These are the ones that the company has put together, and so for blue eyes, what the company recommends, the eyeshadow colors they recommend are Cashmere, Shadow, and Smoky Quartz. I could probably almost type that at the same time to get that done. Okay, Cashmere, Shadow, which is like a gray color, and then Smoky Quartz. And they recommend a brown deep eyeliner. For all 3, they recommended a brown eyeliner. So I think they're going for like a real everyday, you know, busy mom, working woman look. Then the Rogue Rose cheek color, Rogue Rose. And then they recommended Mauve Moment lipstick, which is not my favorite. So I recommend Rosewood for that, because that is my favorite. I don't know anybody who uses Mauve Moment currently. All right, for green eyes, they recommend 3 eyeshadows are Sunlit Rose, Merlot, and Blossom. That is so pretty. I can't wait to use that. Sunlit Rose, Merlot, and Blossom. And then again, brown eyeliner, Rosy Nude cheek color, Rosy Nude, and then my favorite, Rosewood lipstick. Yay! Okay, brown eyes. This one's interesting. They recommend Biscotti, which is your highlighter, Emerald Noir, and I didn't write down the 3rd color. I got really excited. I think it's a brown color. I'm gonna get back to you on that one. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's interesting. So Biscotti, Emerald Noir, and something like Hot Fudge. I will double check on that one for you guys. Deep brown eyeliner again, Desert Rose cheek color, and then Appleberry lipstick. So to me, that's like has more color, a deeper look for the brown eyes. Okay. Let's see. So I will go ahead and tell you just for kicks what I have in mind, just to kind of give you an idea that it's kind of works so far. So like I was just showing them what it looked like to have your foundation in there, and I do recommend that, so that way they get a visual of, oh my gosh, I can have everything in there. You can tell them that, but they'll miss it, okay? But when they see it, they'll get it. So you can put your cream to powder foundation or your just pressed powder or both in there. And then your highlight and contour. And then this one is hot coral, because I'm bold. I like that kind of stuff. And then shy blush. So everybody likes shy blush. And then you've got the wine berry. So that one replaced berry something.
Cherry
yeah.
blossom.
And then this one, that's a great question. I don't know. We'll get back to that one. But down here, I do have the Merlot. And then I do have the Sunlit Rose, and I also have the Frozen Iris. That's so pretty. I absolutely love that one. And then for my black steely colors, I've got Granite and the Onyx, which used to be Coal. And then this one is Cashmere. Okay, Cashmere Haze. It looks like stone, but it's cashmere. And then I've got my mattes up here. This one is Blossom. And then Sandstone, Cinnabar. I do like these remove really pretty easily. Hazelnut, Hot Fudge. And that one I think is Shadow. Yeah, that one's Shadow. It's like a deep, deep gray. And then there's Candlelight. Michelle mentioned it, and I was like, oh, that sounds so pretty. It was like in all the looks that we used the other day. It was our favorite. Candlelight, Burnished Bronze. I think that's a rose. Golden Mauve. That is so pretty. Golden Mauve is lovely. And then Shiny Penny, and then Gold Status. Okay, so those, I've been loving using all of those. So if you feel like you need to be a paint by number person and you just need to memorize these and take them with you, absolutely. And then if you feel like you're really creative, then, you know, just go to town on all of these. All right. Yeah, that's all I got. Michelle, your turn.
Well, we've got several people on that they were not at Beach Retreat, and so like they don't know the science behind the formula.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Chroma Fusion. So I would not use the word mineral anymore. Chroma Fusion is Mary Kay's patented technology and formula. So they're reformulated. And basically they took a high pigment color and created them to stay all day long, which is really important because in the beauty industry, right now you kind of get one or the other. Or like you pay $30 for one eyeshadow if you have both. And so that's why Mary Kay is such a steal and such a value, because it is high pigment and long wearing, and now life proof. That is a phrase that Mary Kay stands by. I don't know that we invented it or if it's an industry standard yet, but basically it means it's going to last through the weather, your workouts. There's 3 W's, Wonder Woman. Anyway. Workouts, workday, that's what it is, all the way through that. And so I can attest to that. I wore it through the beach, and if you guys saw my little boomerang picture, I got knocked over in the waves and my makeup stayed. It really is life proof. And so that's the big selling point about our eyeshadows and how they're different, is that they're longer wearing. Of course, they're crease proof as well. And so I absolutely love, I was working with a customer last night, the one who's a makeup artist. It was so funny because the first time she dipped that brush through there, it's also her first time using our brushes as well, which have really quick pickup. She was like, whoa, that's a lot. And I said, yes, the brushes have really good pickup and there's a lot of pigment. And so she's heavy handed. And so she put it on there. She's like, oh my gosh. And so she had to adjust because she's so used to having to dig into her eyeshadows and layer. And she said, this was the easiest I have ever had doing a bold eyeshadow. She loves bold eye looks. And she said this was so easy because the pigments are so strong and vibrant. A little really goes a long way. So I was glad to, that's why we do these, is to get their opinions and everything. So that's the science behind it, is that it is a Chroma Fusion technology, and they fine mill it so that way the pigments are really bright and vibrant and it lasts all day long. That's the big selling point for it.
Great. Awesome. Thank you, Marianne. What the words that I wrote down that I love that you can use is as somewhat power statements that Marianne said. The brush has great pickup, and that's a great way to describe our brushes. And then I love that she said, don't be heavy handed. So whatever they pick up, literally you just tap a little bit and it goes a long way and it blends so well. That's the one thing that I love about these dark colors. Before, you know, sometimes you could just put it on and it would just go in one spot, especially as you get older like me and you just have to blend. But these just blend so easy. So even if you do get too much, it doesn't take a long time to get them more soft and smooth and blended in. All right, so what I want to talk to you about before I turn it over to Trinity is just kind of creating your paycheck this month and November with these parties or these bookings. And so I know I was texting you guys or boxing you guys earlier in the week about my success, and I stopped boxing after a while. I kind of got overwhelmed because I've got 9 parties that are going to give me dates and are going to book with me, 3 facials, and then I booked 2 more this weekend. And so I'm trying to find dates to give these people to get all these parties in. Guys, people are super excited about this, and just a simple script that I use got people excited. And even if you don't think that people will hold a party, just have these filler appointments. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today, is just something that you do, whether it's one-on-one or a double facial, slowly starts to create a paycheck. So, like this week, I have 2 single facials and 2 double facials. Well, you add that up, and that's a party. That's one party. I'm just going at it a little bit differently. But I'll give you my sales at the end of the week, but that's still going to create a great paycheck. And so I think some of you are just kind of like swinging for the fence, which is fine. But we talk a lot and we teach you about having filler appointments. You can't get those, parties on the book. Do what Natalie and Trinity, they do every week, and host a Facebook party. Create that paycheck. Fight for that dollar amount that you need every single week. And don't think it's just going to miraculously happen. You have to be on purpose with that. So what I want you to do is, call all your customers and talk to them about sitting down one-on-one. If you think that they're intimidated by the whole group thing, talk to them about one-on-one, about doing the test panel. And it's a great time for your foundation checkup. Fall is here. And so that's another reason to sit down with them. Guys, you're going to sell them $100 to $150. You realize that. Get that ticket up with the things that you show them. We've talked about it in the past. Look at what they're already buying. Look at their last purchase and look at what they haven't bought. I'm, not to toot my own horn, but I am really good at that. If I know that you've got a miracle set and I used this as an example the other day, my customer had me come over to meet her daughter that did not want any glamour whatsoever. And I knew I wasn't going to leave without $150 in sales. And so I was very strategic about what I showed her. And so creating that paycheck each week, it's up to you. That's what I want you to learn to master, is master the art of writing that guaranteed paycheck. Just like Natalie, she's a college student. $1,000. Her paycheck for last week was $500. What college student do you know that can bring in $500? A week? Well, except for my boys, they wait tables, but that's a whole nother story. They have a hot pizza place. Crazy. All right. So then we're going to talk about selecting fun hostesses. All right. So how can you minimize your rejection? Go through your customer list and look at the people that are fun. Those are the people that usually have the personality that like to entertain. Okay. They like to entertain and they love to have people over. And as I'm booking and trying to find dates for these parties, I'm getting into the Christmas season. And there are people that really love to show off their home when the seasons come around. And so don't get it in your head that nobody books with you. You guys have heard my story. One Christmas, I held 21 appointments from December 1st to December 23rd. 21 appointments held. Booking is a mindset. It's a true mindset. I literally was I was praying that some of these would cancel because I was ready to start Christmas. I was ready to make Christmas cookies. And so when you have a good solid customer base, things like this happen. I'm overwhelmed with 9 parties, 3 facials, 2 more facials this week. So 5 facials, and there's double facials in there. That's the power of building a large customer base. That's your guaranteed paycheck right there. I didn't have to go out and get any new names. These are all people that, other than 3, actually 3 people were new names. Everybody else came from my customer list, and I haven't even texted all of them. I think I've now texted 60 of them. But I have to stop right there because I'm running out of dates. So what will I do? I'll just save some for maybe after Christmas and the new year, and book New Year, New You makeovers with our new Chroma Fusion. Okay. So, hey, that's a good problem to have. Oh, I can't contact my entire customer list. Let's talk about Perpetual hostesses. Look back through your customer base and look who has had a party for you, maybe a year ago, and talk to them about this new formula, getting back in front of, remember, every woman knows 6 groups of friends, and they don't all invite them. They don't intermingle. They don't mix their groups of friends. You got your church friends, your neighborhood friends, your kids' friends, your sports friends, your work friends. We could go on, and your family. Okay. And so they don't intermingle. So don't be afraid to create perpetual hostesses that get with you 2 times a year and host a party and say, look, if you do this, you'll never, ever have to buy your Mary Kay again. I can make sure you get it for free if you just get, the right people there. So also work from your hot list. I know many of you have not even gotten through your hot list. Your hot list is everybody that you knew when you're a brand new consultant that had skin. And I used to tell you to divide it into 2 groups. You're going to do the A is for your chicken list, and B is your go-to people. I guarantee you have not gone through your chicken list. And so this is the courage. I don't want to say liquid courage, but this is the liquid courage you need to call your chicken list, because this is a pretty spectacular launch. And so whenever we have a launch this size and of this, this caliber, this is the ammunition you need to get the courage to call your chicken list and book them, even if it's just one-on-one. All right, start from there to build that relationship and to help you build that confidence, because I know how hard it is to call your chicken list. All right, lucky for me, I haven't had to get down through my chicken list. I found other ways, and I always pay myself, all right? Here's another avenue of income, calling cheer teams, dance teams. I don't know if you guys have thought about this, but with this being a 12-hour life-proof glamour, this is what these girls need, okay? The statement is from work to work out. And I really believe these cheer teams and these dance teams will eat it up. And sometimes they have anywhere from 15 to 20 members on these teams. Well, if you sell each of them a palette of, even just a custom compact of everything that's on there, a matte lipstick, a blush, well, gosh, then you're going to get into the contouring and the highlighting. You're looking at 150. You do the math. I mean, this can be huge, but what's going to stop you is your chicken. Okay, let's be real. You're too chicken to pick up the phone and call the dance teams. So you're going to leave a lot of money on the table, and I'm going to call them. That's on my list That's on my list tomorrow. I've already got the people that I'm going to call. But you know what? I'm just poking at you because I want you to get some fire under you and make those calls. The worst they can say is no. No, we've already got something. Be the first to tell them about this Chroma Fusion and this life-proof glamour, all right? So there's, cheer teams, dance teams. Let's elaborate on that. So what you'd want to do is book a lunch appointment, offer to take the coach out to lunch or buy her lunch, bring it to the school wherever she works, just so that you can show her, do a simple presentation with your stuff. You definitely want to show them the foundation primer. Trinity gave us that great idea about the orange peel and putting the foundation primer on it, and then doing foundation on one side that has the primer, one side that doesn't, and the pits show up. That's a fantastic demonstration along with your glamour. All right. Now, you just got to think outside the box, y'all. There's so much business that you can get so booked up that you've got so much money coming in. Build a professional portfolio. Write down everybody, your realtor, your banker, your insurance agent, Everybody that is looking for business, that gets business, that's in sales, create a professional women's portfolio. Tell them you need to be their model. You want to help network market for them. You're going to feature them on your social media page, that you did the makeup, that their look that they're wearing, and then you're advertising their business. Who would not do that? I used to do that. I used to do that for the realtors that I knew that are my customers. All right. You can also laminate the look. So I'm going to get into creating these scary looks that you might be afraid of, because there are a lot of colors. When you order your glamour, okay, when you order your glamour, go to section 2 and go ahead and order the winter lookbook. Do not order the fall lookbook. I know it's fall, but this is a winter launch. Order the winter lookbook, get the winter lookbook, take one, tear it apart, laminate those looks, and just put them in a compact or a palette. And that's the looks, the featured looks. The makeup artist has already done the work for you. Marianne just did some work for you. It's not that hard. Do not be afraid of color, ever, ever, ever. The work is already done, okay? And then feature those on your social media page. Tell everybody that you need blue eye models, brown eye models to model these particular looks, and that you'll give them a $15 gift certificate. I'm telling you, people will book you. They will book you. You just have to open your mouth. Don't be afraid of this. Also, the matte looks are great for photography. This is just some glamour tips. Matte colors are great for women over 40. We really don't need to do shimmer. They get in our lines. If you're doing, if you want to sit down and if you're doing makeovers for someone who's getting married, all matte gives you a soft, creamy look. The shimmer also reflects the lighting, so you want to be careful with that. It reflects the flash, so it kind of magnifies. So be careful using shimmer when you're doing like a bride's makeover or something like that. Okay, I think that's all I have. I'm going to turn it over to Trinity, and we're going to see what all Trinity has to say.
Hey, great job, Marianne and Michelle. So I really love both of the statements, the W statements that Marianne said, and then Michelle, I love that you said you have to be on purpose, because that's such a true thing. This product is selling itself, you guys. It's amazing. My customers are booking themselves for parties. Like, it's that simple, but you have to be on purpose, and you have to make that effort in order to get in front of them. And so the biggest thing that on top of the booking that Michelle just said is your passion. It has to be there. You have to be in love with these colors. I did a class, a skincare class for a sorority party last night, and we did skincare, we did charcoal mask, and all the different fun things. And I was wearing the Chroma Fusion, and I really was very bold, and they all asked me about my eyeshadow. I didn't even have to tell them about it. They asked me. And so then I booked the second appointment because they were so excited to get to try the new Chroma Fusion. So you have to find that target market. Now, not everyone wears makeup. Not everyone's going to be super excited, but the people that are going to be overly excited. So you have to wear this product. Even if you're not super big into makeup, just putting like the very basic color on your eyelid. If it overwhelms you to do like 3 different colors, that's okay. Just do basic colors on your eyeshadow, or do some training. Just like Michelle said, find that model, but practice this product. I knew nothing about makeup before I started Mary Kay, but I had to practice. So I told my friends, hey, I just need to borrow 30 faces in the next 30 days. That's the most basic script that you can possibly have. But you have to be excited about it, and you have to be excited about these products because they are amazing. They last for so long. So if you're going live on Facebook, even if you don't feel comfortable putting the makeup on yourself, or modeling it on someone else on Facebook Live, definitely show them the colors. I just went live on Facebook last week one day, and I just showed my customers the colors. I told them I'm going to do a makeover look tomorrow night, but I just showed them in the little palette the colors, And they were so excited. I had like 4 different customers text me and say, hey, when can I try those new colors? When are you coming over? And that's what you want. You want them to come to you, obviously. That makes it a lot easier. But you have to put the colors out there in order for them to be able to come to you. Now, that doesn't always happen, and you may have to message them, and that's okay. But if you just use that simple script that says, I need a model, can I practice on you, can I borrow your face? And they're going to say, yes, of course, I would love that. Do the professional, the working women, the portfolio. That is such a smart idea, because those people want exposure as well. And so you want to get them exposure, and then you want to get them on this product and getting them excited about it. As far as you wearing it, you have to, even if you can't afford to get all the colors right now, you guys have to get this product, and you have to be able to use it and to show people, because when you have it in front of you, people are going to love it. Even if you don't have that inventory right away, just having the demos to show them. The samples don't come out until the 15th. Don't wait that long. Pick your favorite colors. Go ahead and order them now, the ones that you love, and get people excited about those, because it is, I mean, it's like hotcakes right now. It is selling so quick, and people are looking for things to buy for people for Christmas. It is the time. This is the time right now. So you've got to be going as far as that's concerned, because it's going to be over before we know it. Christmas will be here. So keep that in mind as far as Christmas selling. If people are asking for Christmas gifts, create a custom palette. You guys can monogram that palette, the beautiful compact. You can monogram that. Get a little the vinyl stickers. Somebody will make that for you for like $4 or $5.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, it is so cute. So cute. So if you tell them what my deal was for my customers, if they bought 10 eyeshadow colors in that large compact, I would monogram the compact for free. And so that way they would, it's cost me $4. It's like 4 inches. My lady does $1 an inch. So easy. And that's a tax write-off, and people are loving it. So keep that in mind as far as Christmas gifts. It's a perfect gift, for any woman, and everything's, if you purchase something, we have a buyback guarantee. So if they don't love the colors that you pick, you can always get that back, and fix that for them. So just be passionate and be on purpose. Those are the biggest things that we can tell you, because if you're on purpose with this color, it's booking itself. It is so simple. It is so beautiful and so easy to use. I mean, just like Marianne was saying about how easy it is. I mean, it goes on easy. It is just beautiful. So you have to be on purpose with it in booking and in really demoing it. So that's my little 2 cents there.
Yay. All right. So if you want to stay and ask a few questions, we'll just keep on, we'll cut the recording off